Welcome to another startup and complete car documentation. What we have today is a 2018 Volkswagen Passat SE.
This Passat is painted in deep black pearl metallic.
On the key you have the buttons for lock, unlock, trunk release, and remote start, along with panic on the side. It does have smart key access for the front doors. On the front doors you have storage areas with bottle holders. Right here's your another power trunk release. And you get power windows, locks, and mirrors.
SE models include VTEC's leatherette seat upholstery, and this one has the Titan black interior color scheme.
You do get a fully powered driver's seat. But now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. Although it does have a key blade, it actually has push button start.
The Passat was Volkswagen's entry in the midsize family sedan segment, competing with established rivals like Camry and Accord. The Passat first appeared 50 years ago, back in 1973. In North America, the first two generations are actually sold under different names, but for Generation 3, domestic Passats were now using the Passat name. Since its introduction, the Passat has been produced for 8 generations. That is, if you don't count the generations of Passat NMS that were primarily designed for North America. Yeah, things got interesting at the start of the 2010s. So 2010 was the last year for the 6th generation B6 Passat. International markets then got a 7th gen Passat known as the B7, which was basically a revised version of the B6. However, Volkswagen decided to design an entirely different Passat specifically for North America, otherwise known as the Passat NMS, or New Midsize Sedan, designed to replace the B6 Passat in North America. It would make its debut for 2012. The Passat NMS was designed to be both larger and more affordable than the international Passats. The North American Passat NMS was also built locally in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Since then, the Passat entered an 8th generation in international markets, but North America never received it. Instead, the first generation of the NMS Passat continued until 2019, before being replaced by a 2nd generation for 2020. Unlike the international B8 Passat, the 2nd gen North American Passat was still based on the older 1st gen NMS Passat platform. Ultimately though, 2022 would be the last year for the Volkswagen Passat in North America, in the case of yet another 4-door sedan biting the dust in favor of SUVs. So this 2018 model we have today represents the 1st generation of the North American Volkswagen Passat NMS, which was produced from model years 2012 through 2019. This generation got various updates over the years, including numerous changes to what engines it offered. A big update came in the form of the 2016 mid-cycle facelift, which gave the car some updated styling and several new options. Anyhow, trim levels for the US market 2018 model year Passat were as follows: S, R-Line, SE, SE with technology, SEL Premium, and the Sporty GT. 2 engines are offered, including a 2-liter Turbo 4 with 174 horsepower, or a 3.6-liter VR6 with 280 horses. The VR6 came only as standard on GTs or as an option on SEL Premiums. Finally, as for transmissions, all models used a 6-speed automatic of some sort, with 4-cylinder models using a traditional one, and VR6 models using a DSG dual clutch. The midsize Passat is slotted above the compact Jetta in VW's US 2018 sedan lineup.
In the instrument cluster, we have 4 analog gauges, which are your tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, and temperature gauge. In the center, there is also a digital info display which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. Adaptive cruise, audio info, navigation, various driving aids, and then quite a lot of system and vehicle settings. You can also adjust your clock with that button and do the trip reset with that one. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped and multifunctional steering wheel, flat bottom design, sport grips at 10 and 2. But as for controls, first of all you have your audio controls along the bottom of both spokes, and then here you have your information display controls along with your Bluetooth and hands-free phone control. And then on this side you've got your cruise and adaptive cruise control. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. A little bit of storage, headlight switch, panel dimmer, climate vent for the driver. Right here is your high beam and turn signal stalk. And on this side is your wiper stalk. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central climate vents, hazard switch, right here is your whole touchscreen infotainment system, along with some physical controls as well. Your whole radio head unit, and we'll go over that more in a bit. But for now, below that, you've got a set of dual zone automatic climate controls, along with 3-stage heated front seats, passenger airbag indicator. Behind this cover, you'll find a little bit of storage with a 12-volt power outlet, a USB port, and an aux port. Putting it in reverse does reveal a backup camera. Right here is where the push button ignition is, as opposed to here like in a lot of other cars. But you got a parking sensor button. You have 2 cup holders. The parking brake is hand operated. A little bit of storage. And a center console, which contains a second 12-volt power outlet. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights, along with little card holders. Frameless auto-dimming rear view. And on the overhead console, you have a sunglass holder, your overhead lighting, and your power sunroof controls. And finally, here we have the infotainment system. So here's our main menu. You can use the touch screen, or you can also scroll with this button. But you have radio, you have AM, FM, along with Sirius XM, and you still have a CD player in this one. Station list, tune, different view, different settings, that kind of thing. Media, phone, navigation, and there's the navigation map. App Connect, images, all sorts of settings, and some sound settings. And then along here you've got some shortcut buttons for radio, phone, navigation, that kind of stuff. But a pretty simple system to get used to. And there are grab handles at all 4 corners. So now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window and take a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are fully automatic.
The SE with technology trim adds this set of 18-inch Chattanooga 5 split-spoke alloy rims. Powering this car is the Passat's base engine for 2018, which is VW's TSI 2-liter turbocharged inline-4. It has an iron block and an aluminum head, along with dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, and direct injection. Horsepower is rated at 174 at 5,000 RPM, while torque is rated at 184 pound-feet at just 1,500 RPM. This engine sends that power through a 6-speed automatic transmission to the front wheels. The transmission does have a manual shifting mode. Running on regular unleaded with an 18.5 gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates for a Passat like this one are 25 mpg on the city and an impressive 36 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear setup. Stopping the Passat are 4-wheel disc brakes with ventilated front rotors. Curb weight for this one is roughly 3,300 pounds.
The back door panels also have storage with bottle holders. Both front seats have mat pockets on the backs. Coat hook on both sides back here as well. Rear passengers do get their own set of climate vents, a USB port, and 3-stage heated rear seats. And then there is a center folding armrest with 3 cup holders. And space back here, I'm about 6'1", and I put the driver's seat about where I'd have it if I was driving. And this is a very roomy back seat. Headroom is pretty good, my head is not quite touching the roof. You can see the leg room that I've got. Footroom could be just the tiniest bit better, but other than that, I mean, this is a pretty spacious back seat. This would be great for road trips, even for the mid-size class, because this competes with Accord, Camry, and the like. And man, this feels like a really, really roomy back seat. Single exhaust.
Cargo space in the Passat is 15.9 cubic feet. The back seats can be folded down to allow for even more space.
And as you saw earlier, the fuel cap is on the passenger side. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2018 Volkswagen Passat. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.